Okay, I look literally horrible. It's almost 3 in the morning, and the microphone is not going to be good quality. My dad took my good one, and I can't go in his bedroom at 3 in the morning and get it. So, Saz, I need to fucking rant, because you know what? I've had it up to here with Shane Dawson and his fucking Larry Stylinson bullshit. I've had it up to here, okay? Because at first, when I first saw his video, it pissed me off a little bit. It didn't piss me, well, it pissed me off, but it more so upset me more than anything, because then I was scrolling through the fucking comments, and they're all just like hating on us, and calling us insane. And the thing is, Shane doesn't even understand what goes on in the fucking fandom, and he acts like he knows it all, when someone even tweeted that 3 days ago he didn't even know Louis' name, and yet now he's going around acting like he knows exactly what happens in the fandom, and exactly, like, oh my god, it's so annoying. So anyway, I was more upset about the video than, like, pissed off, because the video, like, I know he wants to help us not commit suicide or not be upset over the Larry anymore, but at the same time, he's like helping people bully us because he's making us seem insane. And we get enough of that on a fucking daily basis, and I don't think that's what he fucking understands. People are not committing suicide because of Larry. Larry makes me happy. I suffer from depression. I have suicidal thoughts. I suffer from a lot of fucking shit, and I'm a deeply unhappy person. I hate everything. I hate myself. I hate life. But the thing, you want to know one thing that gives me hope and courage and faith and makes me fucking happy is Larry Stylinson. So why the fuck are you trying to take that away from me? Like, honestly, I'm about to start crying because it's just so fucking annoying. Like, I hate when people do this. I hate when people are like, you need to, like, a reality check because Larry's not real. Well, fuck you what you think. If I want to think it's real, then who gives a fuck? If it makes me happy thinking that it's real, if it makes me happy believing in it, like, if I think that that's love and that makes me happy, then why the fuck does that even concern you? It doesn't concern you whatsoever. So you need to just shut the fuck up and mind your own business. If you don't think it's real, cool, but don't come around and, like, the thing that pissed me off, I went on his Twitter, and that's why I'm kind of raging, because first of all, he kept saying that Larry was a fake relationship. Oh, you don't even know. Okay, I've been in the fandom for 2.5 fucking years. I've been a Larry shipper for a year and a half. I have, like, been here through all of it. I have done so much research. I have seen so many things, and you can literally not persuade me otherwise that Larry's not real. Like, fuck you. Larry's real. I don't give a fuck what you think. But the thing that irritates me is if you're not going to educate yourself and do your research and then go around like, oh my god, Larry's not real. Y'all need, like, an honest, loving person in your life. Like, fuck off, okay? You haven't even, like, witnessed anything. You haven't seen where we're coming from. You're just like, oh, I know where you're coming from. No, honey, you don't. You don't know a fucking clue. Like, you seriously do not have a clue where the fuck we're coming from. And it also really pissed me off when he said that he called us kids. Kids? Really, bitch? I'm not a kid. I am a legal adult, okay? I turned 19 in a month. I'm not some 14-year-old girl who just thinks that Louis and Harry be hot together. Like, I've done legitimate research, and I'm not stupid. I'm not some little kid, okay? And that's what's annoying. He's just like, oh, you're all kids. You need to grow up. I am grown up, and that's the thing that bothers me. He's giving the impression that we're immature because we think that Larry's real. Like, fuck you. This is why people have committed suicide, because of people like you and this kind of bullshit. Like, honestly, and it's just so ironic. It's so contradicting, and honestly, it's pretty hypocritical, because he's just like, oh, I don't hate anyone. My video was meant to be loving. Then why the fuck are you going around talking bullshit about my ship And me, like Larry shippers, like, fuck you, mind your own business. It literally does not concern you whatsoever. You're not even in the fucking fandom, so shut the fuck up. Like, I'm sorry, it's just like, it's so annoying, because it's just people like him are the ones that seriously piss me off. Like, I don't care if you don't think it's real, but if you literally go around, like, telling Larry shippers that it's a fake relationship and you need to grow up and, you know, you need a reality check, like, fuck you. I don't need a reality check. I'm in reality, and guess what? Larry is reality, because Larry is fucking real. Like, it doesn't take a genius to figure that out, okay? If you go and watch, like, I don't know, like certain things and really look at things from like you know, like, 'cause when you're watching a video of like just a regular fan, you kind of don't notice certain coincidences, but they're not really coincidence. It's not coincidental at all. Like, it's totally all like obvious. And it's just like, you know, you're gonna miss it, but if you open your eyes, then you will see what we're on about. And it's just, that's what really, it just bothers me. And kids will be kids. But I'm glad the video is getting seen, because I think a lot of kids can get a reality check from it. 2 years, they will look back on this and be like, wow. Honestly, no. No, I'm not going to regret believing in something that okay, with me, like, I believe in Larry so strongly. And he's like, it's just kids in general. They get obsessed with things, but it's sad that it's getting so intense. Once again, I'm not a kid. Please shut up. I'm not a fucking kid. Like, yeah, obsessing over things kind of makes me happy. Because I'm not happy, like, in general. Like, you know, listening to, like, One Direction and shipping people together, or, you know, watching YouTube videos. This is the thing that kind of pisses me off, because he's like, he dealt with bullies, right? He's been depressed, and he's been suicidal, and he's dealt from all that shit. Why the fuck is he doing that to us? And I know he's not meaning to, and it's not his intentions, and he just wants to help us, but he's doing the exact opposite of what he's intending on doing. Like, whether it be unknowing or not, it's still, you know, this is the shit that we get on a daily basis, and I'm tired of getting it from everyone. And the sad thing is that I've been watching Shane for fucking 7 years on YouTube now. I've been watching Shane since the fucking beginning, when I was in like 6th fucking grade. I've been watching Shane Dawson on YouTube. And here I am now, you know, I'm 19 almost, and I still watch Shane, but this really was like a huge, like, I don't know how to explain it, but it really disappoints me that he's doing this. And I'm glad he didn't talk about it in his podcast, because, like, I skimmed through the podcast, I didn't hear anything about it, but it just bothers me. I refuse to feel ashamed for shipping something, and I refuse, something that makes me happy. I refuse to feel ashamed about that. And then he's like, you guys need to go out and get a life. I will honestly shove this fucking pen up your asshole. Shut the fuck up. Okay, I suffer from agoraphobia. If you don't know what that is, fucking Google it. I have been homebound for about 3 years now. I physically cannot leave my house, okay? When you're stuck inside because of an anxiety disorder, you become literally, like, so depressed. It gets really, really, really bad. And I've been really depressed over the past 3 years. And, like, the only thing, when I discovered Larry for the very first time, it was honestly, like, I'm gonna start crying, because it's just, like, I discovered Larry in April 2012, and I was going through a really hard time with anxiety and depression. And when I first discovered it, like, I was having anxiety attacks, like, I was having really severe ones, like, pretty frequently. And I discovered Larry, and suddenly, like, everything felt, like, it's, when you're depressed, you feel like physical, you feel like an actual rain cloud is, like, of darkness is just over you, and you can just feel yourself, like, physically just sad. And it's just like, And I was going through that, and then like when I discovered Larry for like the first fucking time, it was just like sunshine, and I was not depressed at all. Like for the rest of last year, from April to fucking December, I was happy. I had no anxiety. Like, I had anxiety here and there, but it wasn't nearly as bad as it had been before. I didn't have an actual anxiety attack. I had one anxiety attack when One Direction were in my city during that summer, because I was like, oh, I'm breathing the same air as One Direction. But that was it. But rather than that, like, Larry got me through so much. And it kind of pisses me off that you want to take that away from me. Like, you haven't a fucking clue, okay? You haven't the slightest clue. So, why not, like, I think Shane Dawson should just really shut his mouth about it. Like, just leave it be. Like, stop talking about it. If you're not going to actually do your research and educate yourself, then how about you just shut the fuck up? Because that's like a pet peeve of mine. When people go around running their mouths about things they literally have no clue what they're talking about whatsoever. Like, that is something that pisses me off to no end. And I get so frustrated. That's why I like to do my research before I talk about things. And I'm fully educated on what I'm talking about right now. Like, I'm not going to spew bullshit out of my mouth, because it's not the type of person I am. And that's why I believe in Larry, because I've done so much research, and I have educated myself to the point where, and like when someone was like, a lot of people believe in Larry, he's like, yikes. Like, fucking serious? Well, fine. Whenever they come out, I'm gonna be coming to Shane Dawson and be like, I fucking told you so, bitch. Like, because I don't have time for this bullshit. I don't have time for more people bullying us and making us feel bad about ourselves. Like, shut the fuck up. Please. Okay, just please stop. I'm so irritated, and now my teeth are hurting again. Why? I need to take more painkillers. But, yeah. It's just, like, I'm sorry. It's really annoying. I'm so annoyed right now. Oh, God. Like, I hate to say it, but I've kind of, like, lost a bit of respect for him, because he doesn't understand. And it's ironic, because in the actual video, he even said that it was weird to him. Okay, it may be weird to you, but to us it's not weird. And stop saying we can't obsess over things, because without us obsessing over things, you wouldn't even have a fucking job, most likely. So how about you shut your trap, let us do our thing, you do yours. You know, like, it's not fair. He's allowed to be obsessed with YouTube, and he's allowed to make daily vlogs and all this sort of stuff. But I can't obsess over a fucking boy band and a ship that makes me happy. It's like the equivalence here, okay? We're doing things that make us happy. Therefore, stay the fuck out of my business and let me do my thing. Thank you. Bye.